So let's try to build a chord progression in the case of the in the case of D natural minor scale. So in the case, if we consider extended key, it is F major slash D natural minor. So I start with the 6th degree chord, so the main tonal center. So with the tonic group chord. Then I switch to the 4th degree chord, so B flat major, subdominant group. Then 5th degree chord, so a dominant group chord, and then again to the 6th degree, so the main tonal center. So then I can go on. At this point, I switch again to the 5th degree chord. And then I introduce the 1st degree, which is the secondary tonal center, which is the F major chord. Then, and this is, yes, we have already said, this is the secondary tonal center. Then we switch to the 2nd degree chord, so G minor. Then again the 5th degree chord, so C major chord, and then to the 6th degree chord, so D minor. So let's repeat this from the beginning. 6th, 4th, 5th, 6th, 4th, 1st, 2nd, 5th, and 6th. As you can notice, my ending chord is the main tonal center, so the 6th degree chord. And I want to say something about using 1st degree. In the moment when I use 1st degree, so 1st degree in this case, F major chord. So when I switch from the 4th degree chord to the 1st degree chord, it seems to be in the major key. So I have to switch immediately and make here that I'm the extended key, and for this reason then after hearing this I switch to the 2nd, 5th and 6th main tonal center. So the 1st degree chord can be used, but we have to pay attention, and immediately after some chords we have to use the main tonal center, so the 6th degree chord. In this case, in this example, I have the example is very balanced because I have used tonic group chords, dominant group chord, and subdominant group chords. So let's take this in depth. I start with a tonic group, then subdominant, dominant, tonic, subdominant, another tonic, then another subdominant, dominant, and then tonic. In this case, we have used only one dominant chord, which is the 5th degree chord. We already know that in the harmonic minor scale, we have only one dominant chord, and we use it most of all because we have said that we don't use very commonly the 7th degree chord. In the case of the natural minor scale, so extended key, we don't have a real dominant chord because the 3rd degree is a minor chord, so it cannot be a dominant chord, and the 5th degree, so in the case of F major, is C major, but it is not a dominant chord, it has a dominant function. So what I want to point out is that in this case we have two chords with dominant function and both can be used, while in the case of the harmonic minor scale and major scale we have only one dominant chord. In the case of the extended key, two chords which can be used with a dominant function. Let's try now an example in which we are going to use different dominant chords. I mean, with the term dominant chords, I mean with dominant group chords, of course. And we're going also to use patterns. So to repeat, using a repetition of patterns. This is something we have already covered in the previous video lessons about major scale and harmonic minor scale. But in this case, we are going to apply this to extended key. And we're going to work in the case of the E natural minor scale. So the extended key will be G major slash E natural minor. So in this case, the first degree chord is G major, of course. So I start from the E minor chord, so tonic group chord, and this is the main tonic center. And in this case, I switch from the 6th degree to the 3rd degree, so a dominant group chord. And I repeat it twice. So 6th, 3rd, 6th, 3rd. I switch to the 4th degree, so subdominant chord, since I have only used tonic and dominant group. Then I switch to the subdominant, so 4th degree chord. Then I switch to the dominant group, but I use the 2nd chord of this group, so I don't use B minor anymore. I'm using D major, which is the other dominant group chord. And then I end on the 6th.